sir. What's good, people? Came from the track earlier. With the honey. Now I'm downstairs, took a nap. Should have ate. Honestly, I had some trail mix. You know how that goes sometimes. I took a nap instead. I rested. Did some sprints today. 40 meters. It went good. I never tried this before just yet. I wonder if my speaker is gonna work. I might not play it though. Just talk to y'all, really. Have conversation. I think I'm in a talking mood. I always like talking, but sometimes, we need to be quiet. We gotta quiet our minds, clear our bodies, tap in with our soul, Not for that though. Right now we get it in. That's it. So typically I've been doing a lot of deadlifts. And deadlifts, bench press. But I gotta lighten it up a little bit. I do a lot. I do sandbag pickups, carries. I'm gonna do that today. But I'm gonna just do kettlebell swings because I train all year round for the most part. I do give myself some rest. Doing some blocks where I'm not actually doing nothing. Training keeps my mind going. Practice, In the sense of what I mean by that, mind going, and keep my mind even. Like, not having to think so hard on everything, even though I gotta think about my workouts, but then that helps me relax and be chill. But sometimes you can overload yourself. Getting ready for nationals. I actually just came back from a meet. It was the best runway that I was able to do. And I know this lighting, y'all, it's like glaring. But that's all I got. Yeah, back up. So, yeah, that's all I got, man. Guess I changed the light color, but it's the praise when you get home and look in the dark. Forgot what I was saying. Oh yeah, with the best runway approach that I felt so confident, comfortable. It was cool because I even was able to adjust myself, knowing what I needed to do at the actual meet to make sure that I didn't foul, knowing that my depth perception and how I needed to work on about to sneeze. My bad, y'all. But the depth perception, like I realized that I needed to start doing my crossovers way earlier in my approach, which was fire for me to understand, because this is like, how many I competed in. I think this is like my 10th meet throwing the actual javelin overall, because I did throw in college one time. It might be 12. And I was getting in college a long time ago. But it was good because having sight difference, not being able to know where the line is and all that other stuff in the middle of the run, and then I'm using only this eye. This eye's probably getting used, but I don't really know. And having to look and do the steps and then come in with the speed, it was fire. Because I felt like, yeah, this is it. The part that I gotta work on is the arm now. Because I have tried different versions of the arm where my arm's like this, kind of coming through, swinging through, boom, and pulling myself over. I've come to the part, and if y'all see that, that's installation. But anyways, I've come to the part where I'm doing this like that, where the arm is going out and flinging over, and everybody's like, oh, that's not the way to do it, but I'm just working, trying to figure it out. I came to doing this, like this, where my arm is like this. That's my dog upstairs. What else? Because he was barking. I was concentrating. And so I'm about to go up there real quick, check. I came to the conclusion of trying to do this right here, and I found out that that's really the proper way. Just really got to work on it. And so where I'm coming from, I'm gonna stop blabbing my mouth for a second. A guy, he helped me out this weekend as I was doing this right here. Boom. And it was coming off to the side or whatever. But I was doing this, flinging it. Of course, you gotta come over. After the end of the meet, I asked, he threw pretty far, 58 meters. He said, yeah, just don't make it complicated. He's like, yeah, people trying to tell you to spiral and all that other stuff. He said, I kind of just know that if I'm in this position right here, it needs to, boom. And I was watching him throw, and I did a couple practice throws. And honestly, with the runway approach that I was doing, and if I can, when I do this, turn over, boom, 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 that joint gonna fly. But enough talking, let's get to it. Wash machine going off in the background. If y'all hear that noise, I'm about to go throw this net ball. I ain't gonna turn the camera that way, but that's what we doing. 3x4 squat tosses. And we're doing 3x6 kettlebell swings because, like I said, I'm just light stuff. Nothing too crazy, nothing too fancy. Alright. Let's go and hit it. I got shoes everywhere, you know. Man, I'm writing too many exercises down in my journal. I need to just keep it light. What that means is, like I said, it's little active weights. Activation. I don't wanna go too crazy on the weights, but I still want to do a little something because Nationals is coming up, but I do need to have a little bit of a rest. I've done 3 meets this year. First meet was raining, foggy. Felt really good though. I'm like, dang, I get to compete in this. Man, when you compete for so long, that's how you know you get excited about rain, because it's the performance of it. It's like, okay, what I'm going to do, how I'm going to act, how. And it was the first time. It's the first time. Yeah, I mean, I've thrown in the cold, but it was cold, like 50 degrees and raining, and so and foggy. So super foggy. Never thrown in the fog before. Thrown in like wind. But yeah, just like I said, I need to keep it light. Next thing I'm gonna do is carries, because you're gonna see me right here, and then I'm gonna go past y'all because I'm doing 30 seconds, and then I'm gonna come back, drop it, take a breath, and then do it again. And then I'm gonna also go to the wall and throw some med balls. But I'm not gonna see the walls because I'm gonna just keep the camera right here. But just know I'm gonna come back and do those sets. So yeah, activation. This is probably 100 pounds. It's supposed to be 120, but saying, you know, it's probably done came out and all that other stuff at this point. I'm also going to add a chest toss up in there. Yeah, I'm going to add a chest, med ball chest toss in there. 2x4 behind y'all right now. Okay, now I'm going to go throw the med balls against the wall. But hey, if you joined in the chat just now, hey, shouts out to y'all. Keep doing your thing, whatever you got going on. I'm just here, you know, doing my thing, daily things. I've been doing this, lifting weights, training, long time. Just wanted to show a little bit. We're here, baby. Let's go. Hey, if you're getting it in, you're getting the workout in. Hey, I'm your motivation. You feel me? Just keep it steady, keep it going. Jam to your music, or tune in and cut this on one time. I'm gonna figure out that music thing. See how that's gonna work. Cause I could just play my iPad towards the speaker, but yeah. Sandbag lifts, let's get it. 30 seconds. got it. Let's go. We go back to med ball, chest toss. Yes, sir. I'm only going to do 2 sets, 2x4. I typically do 3 by 4, stuff like that. But I'm trying to keep it like not overtax my nervous system. I know my nervous system is getting a little hit with the carries, sandbag carries. But I discovered that sandbag carries 2.5 years ago, and I was just like, you know, I'm always a fan of strongmen and the strongman competition. And so when it comes to watching that when I was a kid, it's like, man. And then realizing that you could just be training, you might not be lifting, I don't really know how much they be lifting, 300-400 pounds, 100 something, 200 kilograms, I don't know. But I was like, man, this is cool. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I could do 200, but I don't want to injure myself. So I'm gonna get a 200 bag eventually, but I gotta work up to it. So the next bag I need to get is 150. And you can do multiple things with this, especially if you're not looking for the super physique look, but you want to work out really hard. This will get you right. So much that you can do with the sandbag. Shoot, I need to go and create my own sandbag and market it, you know, sell it to y'all. Let's do it. Yeah, so sandbags, they have helped me tremendously with my core, not having to focus just on like trying to get the best looking abs, but like even though I want the best looking abs, but that start in the kitchen, and so I gotta keep working on that. That means I need to eat more and all that other stuff. And diet and all that good stuff. But when it comes to the sandbags, man, like sandbag carries, bear hug carries, sandbag shouldering, sandbag deadlift, sandbag squats, overhead press, bench press, and it's not a sturdy thing, so it's going to have more weight because it's uneven. It's not necessarily heavier, it's just uneven. So you are working on, I guess, what you would call, I mean, it's not as hard as a boulder or a rock because it's a sandbag, but I mean, they have different styles. I got a long one over there, about this long. It was my first one, and I put turf in there. It's not as heavy, but the little rubber pellets. Let me get back to this to stop talking. Alright. Now we're going to do some pullovers. Don't need to go too crazy on the pullovers. I'd be wanting to go heavy, but we just going to do 35. I'm still learning about these. I feel like they can tax your system. I didn't realize how much they tax the system, nervous system. Because they tighten your back up. And you know your back is your nervous system, so it's one of those things where I might be ashy. Anyways, you gotta give yourself some relief. Third cane, if you ever heard of that. Third cane. Of course, foam rolling. I got nothing but foam rollers, but I've been slacking. And when I knew that it was taxing my system, working on my back, because throwing, working on that serratus, and, I don't want to get the name wrong. Let me just say my traps. The obliques, the ilias, I forget the name of it. Yeah, it started to tax my system more than what I thought. And it's because I know I need to foam roll and do other things. So, rest is key. I forgot to do a med ball. I need to go back to the wall. One more long. Right there. Let me go and do that. now that I actually know the proper way, the true, I think, and I believe it is, the way to throw, I can start doing these the correct way. Coming through, that's not the correct way though, with like the plates, because then I'm coming through, turning, that type of thing. When I say turning, body, this, as I'm coming over, boom, coming over this way, body turning, because I'm, boom, but I'm not going to be sitting down, I'll be standing up in the javelin position. Pretty sure you can do it sitting down, but not up here. Alright, let's get it. Pull over there. You doing like this. I'm trying to keep my arms straight. You go to the edge, boom. Be over. Other thing I discovered was farmer carries and suitcase carries. Fire. I will be doing those for life. I got this 112K kettlebell. I kind of use it for that, but eventually I will be using it all the time. But I use 45 kettlebell, and I think it's 62 that I got. Might just be 60. Is it 60? It might be 65. Could be 60. I don't know. Anyways, that works on your balance. Definitely taxes your nervous system. But trying to say, that helps your obliques, your abs, your balance, your legs, your placement, your strength, your overall grip strength. It does a lot actually. I did 3 sets of 16. I hope that was 16. And shout out to all the bodybuilders. You know, that's what I'm doing with life, building my body. But, you know, I'm not competing or anything. And, y'all, if you're a bodybuilder and you're on here and you got some tips for me, and what are the best, the top 5 or 3 or 4 bodybuilding exercises that a person could do when it comes to like an all-encompass. These are only 3, 4, or 5 exercises that you could do. Do these. It could be push-ups. It could be, I know you need to body build, like to get the aesthetic look, you need a bunch of different exercises. But if you had 5 exercises, workouts, what would you do? I know I might say walking, because I walk a lot. Walking, that's, you could say that. Meditation, I meditate. You could say curls. You know, they say curls for the girls, I guess. You know, but you could say chest to impress. I don't know. Squats, deadlifts, whatever it is, you know. I mean, whatever works. Give me some tips, you know. What you got? What you got? Alright, now I'm about to do some pull-ups. I think that's where we at. Do these all the time. Pull-ups, dips, hamstrings. And I need to start doing a little bit more calf stuff. Make a little bit more effort at that. Let me pull this out. All my personal trainers out there, I studied motivation, bad motivation, positive motivation, good motivation. Studied personal training for a while. I took the open book test of personal training. I understand that I can personal train if you need any tips. Holler at me as I'm asking tips from anybody. Hey, I got all the tips in the world, to be honest. But the master is always learning. And so my question for anybody that's actually got the certification with the non-profit version, do you feel like it's worth taking it or just taking the strength and conditioning exam, or really just knowing your stuff, knowing your knowledge as a personal trainer, strength coach, whatever activities you do? Could be yoga, you could have your yoga certificate, or Pilates, or maybe you're a martial arts instructor. It's all good stuff, track coach. But outside of that, when it comes to specifically personal training, what do you all think about the credential of getting the actual non-proctor version versus just taking the open book test? And I know you can use different devices and all that other stuff, but for me, I took 10 years to really just understand and dive deep into all of the different science of personal training, motivation, and what moves a person. So, and understanding the body and the system and all that good stuff. Honestly, yeah, I did it for 10 years. Sorry to Washington's going, but I did that for 10 years. But I've been running track for 26 years. I've been doing sports my whole life. So since 3, we'll just say that. So 33 years. And then I've been a professional athlete, learning all the different things, myofascial massage therapy. Long time, 2012. So what's that? That 14 years. And then studying, reading books. So that type of knowledge. What are you doing that? Even on that. So, yeah, just what's y'all perspective, man? Taking that test, and what do you feel that your clients or what did you get out of it? Maybe you don't have clients. Maybe you're looking for yourself. Maybe you're not a personal trainer in the sense of certificate, but you just like working out, exercise. We're doing hamstring curls, but I'm curling with 2 feet and then light releasing with 1. So it's an isometric. The release is an isometric. It's not isometric. Eccentric. Yeah, eccentric release. Work on that hamstring. So one thing I'm gonna be doing, I'll be talking about a lot on here, gaming. I'm gonna do some face-offs, man, with some games with y'all. Basically, playing different virtual games, whether it's card games, fighting games, combat games, strategy games, chess, checkers, and just playing some games where y'all log into. I'll send you a link, go to my Patreon, and get everything set up, and then we play just to have fun. So that's something I'm looking on doing very, very, very soon. I'm setting up right now. One thing that I had put to the side at one point was my video games, because I was chasing money, trying to figure out how to invest, get my bread up, all those things. But I learned something a while ago. You shouldn't put things that you enjoy to the side. because, you know, it helps you in your mind, helps you whatever, but you gotta put a time slot to it. And so that's when I started to learn to do all the different things that I wanted to do and have fun with it. But I still, honestly, I'm gonna just tell you the truth. Grand Theft Auto 6 coming out, I was on Grand Theft Auto 5. I had my own server in 2012. No one was really playing online. Everybody playing online now. I gotta get Grand Theft Auto 6. And I wanna play games with y'all, so just having fun, you know, whatever it may be. So whatever you enjoy, just, you know, maybe you can't do 5 hours, whatever it may be. It might be 30 minutes, it might be 2 hours, whatever. But you gotta keep it going, gotta keep it up. Don't just give up on it just because you get older and life happens, and I get life happens, but yeah, keep those things with you as much as you can. Maybe you never played video games or any games or done. Maybe it was something you never actually found. So that means you need to go and find the things you love to do. Crafting, crocheting, knitting, art, playing an instrument, even if it's a chord. Go get that guitar. You feel me? It's all motivation, positivity, and it helps you. It helps me. So I know it can help you all as well. But I'm wrapping up since I'm supposed to be light. Hopefully we'll see how long I've been going. Because hopefully it's only been 30 minutes of me training. I'm not gonna do the heavy club. This is a club. I'm going in a circle. Where am I supposed to be? No more core work outside of all the other core work, but like actual ab stuff. Got any yogis out there, man? There's any yoga professionals out there, practitioners, or just someone that do it, been studying for a while. There's something called Power Mach 2 series 2. I like all the Power Mach Asana series. But the series 2, I was like, ooh, okay. I like this Asana, man. Like, it definitely clears energy, but
definitely makes me feel good because you're working on. I feel like I'm working on my core. But I don't know that it's a whole body floor exercise, which is interesting because it shows you that these heavy things have nothing on your actual limbs. And then when I only do one kind of series of it, but when you can do 8 sets of them, that's work. That's work. That means that's an hour and some change of work right there. Just doing that. Series 2. Anyways, back to it. Go ahead and hit this suitcase, Carrie. Wrap it up. Ooh. Good workout today, everybody. I'm gonna hit these calves. Y'all was working out with me. Appreciate y'all. Hopefully the conversation was enough to get you through another day, another week, even another month. Come back, watch my other videos, and we just having fun, man. Trying to laugh. Hey, come see my stand-up one day, you feel me? I ain't made no jokes on there though. Gotta work. I gotta do something funny. Anyways. Yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in. You just watching this, I know it was June 30th. They mowing the lawn now. I didn't know it'd get that loud. Sure. Maybe you cutting the grass and you watching this. That's a workout in itself. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, 4th of July coming up. It ain't 4th of July yet, I might live stream. But happy 4th of July to y'all. Juneteenth was June 19th. Happy Juneteenth. Father's Day. What was that? 21st. Happy Father's Day. Happy Mother's Day when it was. Ain't Kwanzaa yet, Thanksgiving. But yeah, y'all keep doing your thing. Let me get one more exercise with y'all. If y'all never heard of this, it's called sun salutation. And you got moon salutation and sun salutation. So hopefully y'all can see me. I normally do it right there, but it just helps you stretch it out, get things going in the morning time. You can hit it many times throughout the day. If you ever watch your dog, maybe your cat, they do different stretches when they, well, I'm not gonna lie, I don't have a cat, so I don't really know. I love cats though. But I'm pretty sure they stretch. Anyways, dogs, they do the little downward dog and all that good stuff, and then the upward dog. But sun salutation, this is what we could do. You could do at your desk, you could do at home, when you wake up, when you go to sleep. That's the moon salutation. Anyway, let's keep it simple. All right. Namaste, everybody.